Viv Richards in that mood was unstoppable, as everybody knew, and it was a brutal knock.
Before we get to the West Indies match against Sri Lanka in the 1987 World Cup and Viv Richards' majestic 181, it's important to sneak a peek at their previous game against England. Chasing 244, England needed 91 off the last 10 overs and 34 off the last 3. They went on to win by 2 wickets with 3 balls to spare. The West Indies had snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and someone was going to pay.
I was at Karachi. I watched that match because I was doing the Pakistan leg of the 87 World Cup. So I watched all those matches, and West Indies, having lost to England in the first match, were actually angry. And I think more than anybody else, Viv Richards was very angry with his team, perhaps with himself, and the way they were faring. And somebody had to kind of bear the brunt of his anger.
Against Sri Lanka, Richards walked in with Ravi Ratnayake on a hat-trick, with Carlisle best and Richie Richardson dismissed off consecutive deliveries. That was the last thing that went Lanka's way that afternoon in Karachi.
It was a brutal knock, and having watched the memory which still is in my mind, I think there was Asantha Dimel, some of the other bowlers who came in to bowl, and they looked afraid to run in and bowl to him.
Richards started off quite sedately, reaching 50 of 62 balls. From there, he took off, scoring his next 50 of just 35 balls.
Post that, after he had reached his century, and they were trying to bowl wide of the off stump, further wide, and in today's day and age, when umpires are so kind of strict with wides, a lot of those deliveries which the Sri Lankan bowlers would have been considered wides. In those days, umpiring was a little more lax, or the laws were a little more lax. So what Viv Richards was doing was chasing those wide deliveries and smashing them over cover or the straight field. And one shot I remember in particular, I can't remember the name of the bowler, it was a one-handed shot. Because it was bowled so wide, he ran after literally ran after the ball and smashed it through covers.
His last 81 runs came off just 33 deliveries, a remarkable achievement even for those raised on a diet of 2020. Richards' 181 and West Indies' 360 were both World Cup records at the time. Sri Lanka lost by 191 runs.
It was a brutal knock. It's something that I wouldn't wish on a bowling side at all.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.